is the way we dance, dance, dance. This is the way we feel inside, inside my mind, your mind. This is the way
Uh-oh. 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 Do you think it's dead? Now then YouTube, welcome to Teesside Karting Track Drift Day. We've not been here for a long time. I've not drifted for a long time. We're doing something a bit different today because we are doing a drift day for sure, but I'm going to be driving two different cars which are pretty similar in the sense that they're Japanese drift cars. We've got a 1JZ S13 and we've got a RB25 Skyline, right? You've seen these cars before, probably in the unit or in previous videos. Now I'm going to be driving them both today, and I thought what might be interesting for today's video, rather than just, you know, having a look at some drifting, because you've seen that before, right? I mean, we will have a look at some of the drifting and some of the cars and stuff that are going on, but I thought what we should do is have a comparison, a review of these two cars. Now the S13's pretty standardish on the engine side of things. It's got the downpipe, you know, usual 1JZ mods, but it's still running a standard ECU. And the Skyline, the RB25 Skyline, is 500 wheel horsepower, so it's got quite a chunk more power. So they're similar cars, the S13 and the Skyline. You know, they're not too dissimilar, from the same kind of era. The S13 is obviously a little bit newer, but they're pretty similar cars. They've both been engine converted. The Skyline originally had an RB20, I think. So they're two drift cars which are quite different but also quite the same as well, if that kind of makes sense. So I thought what we'd do is we'll go for some drives. We're going to be driving both the cars at some point today. It's dry at the minute, but it looks like it's going to rain later. What we'll do to start the video is we'll have a little intro, show you what the day's about. So I'll drive both cars, and then after that I'll give you a little insight on what I thought about the car. And then once I've driven both, at the end of the day, we'll have a bit of conclusion, see which one I preferred. You know, is it the high horsepower Skyline or is it the 1JZ S13, which it might be easier to drive, but I'm excited to drive both of them, as you can imagine. So it's going to be a good day. We're drifting at Teesside, so let's go and have a look, do a little bit of an intro, see what's around about, and then we'll hopefully get on to some driving. Now if you just want to see some driving, whether it be the Skyline or the S13, I will put chapters in the videos, little timestamps, so you can actually see what's going on. And if you look in the video description, there'll be, you know, timestamps that you can click. We're telling you, you know, where you're going to go. Chapters, I think YouTube call them. But if you just want to skip ahead and see the driving, you can do that now. But if you want to stick around, we'll just have a quick walk around the pits, watch some of the cars going out for the first few sessions, and then yeah, we'll get on to some driving after that. So exciting day. Like I said, the weather not too bad at the minute. It is forecast to rain all afternoon. It normally does rain when I'm at Teesside. Rare to get a dry day here, to be honest, but we'll see how we get on. Alright, so we're going to try something a little bit different today. I've got, can you see in the reflection, I've got the big camera, and I've got one of these microphones again, like what I lost last year, which was pretty good at doing engine sounds last time for a cheap mic. We seem to have a bit too much exposure on the go though. Alright, that's a bit better then. So everyone's just going out for their first laps now. I've got my driver's band, that's all sorted. So I think what we'll do is we'll go and try and find somewhere to spectate. Hopefully the pitch is not too shaky. Let's go and have a look. So it's, if you remember my old videos in the E36, it's the same track layout. So you've got the shorter track here, a little bit more technical, the shorter track, and then you've got the big long wide track, and we can just see Ed in the distance over there. I've got a bit of a zoom on this lens, but not massively. You just see Ed and a couple of other cars lining up to go out around the big track. Looks like the big track's closed at the minute, so I'm not sure if there's been an accident. Oh, this looks nice, E30 Touring with some ridiculous camber on the front. And there's the S13 as well. So I brought this S13 with me today on the back of the trailer. So a little bit of a test for this camera as well, because I think, you know, although it takes a very good picture, we don't have the image stability perhaps of the other camera, but we'll see how we get on. Loads of MX-5s and E36s, as you'd expect. Someone with some extreme downforce over there. And here's the other lad we've come with today as well. So we've actually, I know, right, we've actually come with an MX-5 in the crew, in the posse or whatever. But this is a MX-5 1.6 turbo, about 230 brake I think he said it was. So we'll see how it gets on. It looked very clean from the distance. It's still pretty clean, that S13. Although we are about, you know, a good distance away, so what's the best car here today then? This Skyline, this R32A looks quite nice. And everything looks good from the distance that we're at. I'm not quite close enough, but Ed's just going round now. Looks like he's having a good time. When I get a bit closer, I will spin the microphone round so you can listen to them a bit better. C39. V8 lad. Well, the cars are back, so let's find out what's going on. Looks like he might just be setting cameras over, so alright. Oh, S13's going out. All good? Your hydro's not working? Oh, you fixed it? Ah, fair enough. Oh! Yeah, that paint weren't scraped like that when we put it on the trailer. How's it going, Ed? Yeah? That's a big floppy GoPro you've got there. Alright, it's time. I'm going to get the GoPro set up. We're going out in the 500 wheel horse Skyline. See what we can do. Right, we're going out. Ed's driving first to show me how to drive his car.
Steady drive.
Steady drive, he says. And then we're going to switch. I hate being a passenger so much for that. Be a bit more aggressive on the wave. Not too aggressive, but valid. Right, well, I've just got out the Skyline and that was pretty amazing. I've not drifted for a long time. I've never driven a car with that much power before, but it just seemed to flow really well. I mean, I've helped Ed work on that car. Obviously he's built it, but you know, I've been around the car for quite a while now and I've obviously never driven it, so that was the first time I got to connect with a powerful Skyline, let's say, and it fucking felt real good. I've got shakes, you know, proper buzzing with that. So I didn't crash it, didn't break anything. Car just did real well, made loads of smoke. Hopefully the camera angle was alright because it was just a bit, you know, it did what I could on the camera angle, but yeah, that was amazing. So thanks to Ed for letting me have a go. Unfortunately, S13 seems to have broken down. It won't start, so we might not get an S13 comparison video. Hopefully, but we might not do. But yeah, I'm just still buzzing with that Skyline. Proper good. Really enjoyed myself. We had to come in because the car was getting a little bit hot, and when you're going drifting, you do your drift, and then you're normally queuing up for, you know, a couple of minutes static, and you can have radiator fans on and stuff, keeping the car cool, but sometimes it's better just to give it a little rest. And it did well, you know, really spiky on boost. I mean, it's a turbo car, right? I'm more of a naturally aspirated person, as you all know, maybe, but to drive, I think, yeah, that is the first time I've ever tried to drift a turbo car before, because I've always had BMWs, you know, I've never had anything turbo, unless you count the Bimsy, which I don't think anyone does. But this is obviously not spiky. That's unreal, absolutely unreal. I'm pretty speechless to say I'm wobbling on, pretty speechless. But yeah, hopefully we get a drive in the S13. If we can fix it, I'll try and help him have a look. But just thought I'd say it's going to take some beating. That S13 is going to have to be pretty good to be better than that Skyline. Alright, anyway, so that was a Skyline. Amazing, really enjoyed that. So let's go see what else we can get up to.
Keep it on, yeah.
Stunning work.
Yeah. Easy.
So the MX-5 had a little crash, but that's it repaired now. The S13 is now running. So he's going to go out and warm it up for me. Then we're going to go out. And the Skyline's just chilling. So these boys are just going back out. We'll go back up to the bank and see if we can see any fat skids or not. Alright, so we're back doing a little bit of spectating. See what we can see on the spectators bench. Harley tells me this guy's going real well. Yep. Definitely going real well. Oh no, beamer's crashed out. So that purple S13, I tried to do a video on it when it was driving in. Tried to do a video on it while it was driving in because it's got a Night Kid sticker on the back of it. And the guy gave me a thumbs up, but guess what? I forgot to press record on my camera. So yeah, maybe we'll recreate that magic moment later on. Right, I'm going to flip the microphone around anyway so we can try and listen to this wonderful M54. Go on, lad! Go on, lad! Yeah, boy. Right, my boy's coming back round. Wherever you are, sir. Let's have it. Oh yeah. He's got it in. He's got it. What's this one gonna do? Nope, not quite the same. Now for the mighty E46 saloon. Where is he? There he is. Found him. Go on, lad, give it some. Go on, lad. This guy's real fast. Oh, here comes Ed. Fast boy's coming. Uh-oh. And then the S13's coming as well. Here he comes. Oh, it's tight, very tight. Oh. Steady, easy. Oh, angles. Oh, I got two S-bodies span out at the same time. It's all going off today. This is quite interesting. Got an E90 335. Looks far too new to be here. And what's this? Ah, my guy using his pedal rather than his lever. Oh, it's coming back round. Oh. Using all the track. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. S13 coming back round. Oh, he got a bit tight again. A little bit tight. Oh, the bumper stayed on though. Can he recover and do a 6 skid? Come on, lad. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it started. It started. This one's not started though. Start your engines. Is it dead? Do you think it's dead? You okay, mate? Is your car dead? Are you okay? Oh, no, I'm not okay. My car won't start. Oh. Ooh. She's back. Right, I've flipped the microphone round because I was thinking these cars are loud enough, you can hear them, but maybe you'll want to hear my sweet, soothing voice instead. So we'll do a bit more commentary of these drifters. I don't know if you can see the drone that's chasing them, that's pretty cool. E36 going very, oh, he's gone rally! Whoa! That was a... Oh, he loves his high speed into there, doesn't he? Bit too fast though that time. Go on, lad. Got too much downforce, that's his problem. So if these cars have got cages, they're allowed to twin, which is what these two lads are doing. Not very tight, but they might sneak up. Oh! Whoa! All over the marshals, man! 335's coming in hot. Go on, lad, give us some. Right, here comes the Skyline. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everyone's going in them tyres today. I got out of there just in time. S13's coming back round. What can he do this time? Easy boy. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no. Oh no, me think car, stop running. Bit of a traffic jam starting to form. Oh, I can hear it cranking. Oh, is she not firing though? Oh, is she not firing though? Seems to have a bit of a hot start problem. Oh no. I need it to be running for me to drive it, sir. Oh, he wants a bump start, did you hear that? That kid is not giving you a bump start, mate. Oh, he's asking again for the bump start. They're like, no, fuck that, mate, we're towing you off.
Pushing that. I'm pushing that. Yeah.
Ah, bugger.
My nana does stuff like that.
Stalls cars? Oh, nasty you. See how quiet it is when there's no fucking cars going round there.
I know it'd be a nice day if there weren't cars screaming
I know.
all day, wouldn't it?
I'll have to put a complaint at council, I think. Oh, here we go, he's getting towed. Suzuki! GV.
Big Grand Vitara.
Oh, at least you're not causing anyone to queue and wait or anything. He's coming over in the Polaris to sort job out. Polaris has just picked up the rest of the MX-5's bumper, which we saw he was fixing in the pits. You see the lime green stuff in his back. Lovely. And the S13's getting towed away. Oh, the bump started it. That's one way to bump it, isn't it? Fuck pushing the cunt. Skyline coming back round. Right, well the S13, he's got all the grass out of the bumper. She's idling pretty. Looking good. Ed's about to go back out in his. But I'm going to try and convince him now to let me take it out. Yamaha 1JZs. So we'll get cameras and stuff set up and then I'll ask him again if we can take it out. We will not need any hydro, mate, don't worry, it's fine. We don't need no hydro, we'll be fine. Yeah, apparently we saw it on camera where he was trying to hydro into the hairpin and it wasn't quite grabbing. Apparently the hydro's not working too well, but we don't need that. Well, we don't have a cage in the S13 as per se, so as for camera mounts, we've got a GoPro on the harness bar at the back, which will show a bit of the in-car view, and then I've put a GoPro on the bonnet as well. So we'll see how this works. Hopefully it works alright. Alright, Ed.
Yeah, good start. Thank the less
So he's actually disappeared at the minute, the owner of this car, Mr. Flaver. He's ran off because he saw me getting the cameras ready. But I want to go out before it starts raining because we are due for some rain imminently, so I want to try and drive it in the dry.
Right, well, I've got the scare of Dan driving my car.
Goodbye. Have you got a welded diff?
No, LSD.
Oh, is it?
Viscous LSD.
Today I'm going to be explaining a viscous limited slip differential and how it works.
Makes it so much more drivable. You just know what the back end, because it's locked all the time, you learn what it's doing. It's always doing the same, whereas with the viscous one, you don't know if it's going to lock or not.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, we fucked it up on the way in though.
Not much though.
Right chaps, well I just got done driving the 1JZ S13 and you know, obviously enjoyed myself a lot, but there's a clear winner on today's video and it's the Skyline. So the problem with the S13 is, and it might not be easy for you to tell on video, but it's still got the original LSD that the car came with, and it's not doing so well with that 1JZ engine in there. It's just spinning the inside tyre so often, and I could get it to come out and stay out, but a lot of the times when I was going into corners I was just finding that, you know, the back end wasn't behaving as I thought it would, you know, as it would do with a welded diff. You know exactly where you are, and it was just this kind of mixed bag of being either locked or unlocked. And then quite a lot of the corners I was trying to power through them, or you know, even just doing a clutch kick or something to try and get the back end out, and all I was doing was unloading the inside tyre and then just spinning the wheel like the Beamer would, like this thing would. But we still got some good laps in, and I'm thankful again to James for letting me drive it. So it was still good fun. But I think if that car had a welded LSD or a two-way LSD or something like that, then it would have been so much better. But there's no real need to go two-way. It would just be pretty epic with just a welded diff. So it's a shame because it had, I don't know if you noticed, I don't know how good the cameras were, but it had a lot shorter gear ratio than the Skyline, the S13 did. So I was going round a gear above, like the tighter corners I was in third gear, and then the big long corners in fourth gear. So like I say, we had one probably good run of the big track and probably one good run of the small track, whereas the runs in the Skyline, everyone felt good because I knew exactly what the rear end was doing when I was, you know, you steer from the rear when you're drifting, you know, you turn the steering wheel fair enough, but you're controlling pretty much all of how the car acts with your right foot. Obviously a bit of left foot here and there as well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the Skyline has won this bout, but maybe with an LSD or I don't think, you know, the Skyline drives so good with just a welded diff, and I just do the welded diff because at least you know where it is all the time. I don't know what the pro drifters do, whether they prefer the, you know, mechanical plated two ways or if they prefer to have a welded diff, but I just feel like you know where you are with a welded diff. My E36 always had a welded diff, so both axles are, both tyres are going at the same rate no matter what. That was ideal, I thought, and you know exactly where you are with the car. So yeah, that was one thing that I didn't know with the S13. I didn't know where I was really, and you know, we managed to do some skids, but I definitely felt more at home in the Skyline. So thanks to both the lads for letting me have a go, and they've actually set up their own YouTube channel as well, so you might want to check that out. Driver Error Drifting. I'll put a link in the description as well if you want to follow any of these too. And you know, there's an E46 as well, drift car. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff going on. If you like drifting, check out the channel. So yeah, thanks once again for letting us have a go. But the day's only halfway through at the minute. It's lunchtime, but it has started raining, as you probably saw from the S13 cam, which obviously did help a little bit because, you know, helped me get the back end out despite the LSD failing slightly. LSD wasn't limiting much, I'll tell you that. But all the same, good crack. But yeah, definitely the Skyline wins 100%. But I think we kind of knew that was gonna. I mean, see, if the S13 had just a welded diff, which, you know, would cost a couple of hours and a bit of time on the welder, then, you know, it would be a completely different beast. So that's a shame, but he's put it on his to-do list, number one on his to-do list, to get that sorted. So maybe if we end up coming back in the future, we can try and get another one of these driver's armbands and see how much better, because I'm sure it'll be so much better than what it is now. So yeah, for the rest of the day, I don't know what's going to happen, but I've already made my mind up which car won the battle, so the video title is ticked off. Right chaps, as it's lunchtime, we'll have a little walk around, see what we can see. It's not raining too heavy at the minute. Obviously the ground's quite a bit wetter than what it was a couple of hours ago, but still plenty of hours left in the day. Let's go and have a skulk around and see what we can see. Well, we'll start down here. It is spitting, so I might have to put my camera away in a bit because I don't want to soak the bastard. This guy's skidding. There's some kind of like semi-professional guys. I don't know if they're, obviously I don't really know anyone with the drifting, you know, I don't know what's what, but this looks pretty serious. And obviously 36 as well, looking real nice. Loads of nice cars about. Let's keep walking around. S15 coming in behind us. With E36 there with the Driftland up the side of it. We'll be going to Driftland later in the year once we get that green bastard sorted out. This looks aggressive as fuck. He's got my 5 Series wheels on the back, looking real fat. There's a gearbox on the back of that truck there. I wonder what they're on with. Got the gearbox out already. Maybe that's what that. Oh, there's an IS200 with sky high in the air over there. Look, maybe they're having to change the box on it or something. Who knows, eh? Fucking walk at these bastards. 2 Rams. Now, you don't see them often, do you? You don't. I know you don't. Well, I don't see them often. 2 Rams. Big bastards. Another S15. Oh. He's fucking sprinting, he is. Of course, plenty of Nissan. Keep walking round. Oh, my guy here. Are they M3? Mate, they're M3 wheels, aren't they? E46. Remember when I put them on my car and they look terrible? They don't look so bad on that one, do they? Quite a few cars here today then. They've opened up this spare car park as well to get a bit more capacity. That is a lot of downforce, that, my friend. There's an R33 over there which has been kind of converted into a ute. We'll have a look at that in a sec. But I tried to do a video of this earlier. I think I said on the video when we saw him going around on track, this one is probably one of the hardest cars out there at the minute. They're doing some good quality. Doing some good quality work over there at the minute. Do love a purple car. It's got some nice stickers on the back. You know, some of you might remember I had a Night Kid sticker on the Integra back in the day as well, eh? Good shit. Yeah, that's real nice, this. Got to get this. This looks like my old one at the back end.
That's as soon as I seen it, I thought
That looks familiar, doesn't it? Kinda, sorta. I think most of the cars have gone back out on track now, so we were a bit late in our pit walk. But what was there? I think there was some S14s. There's loads of MX-5s over here. Nice E36 with a convertible. Keep having these on the mind lately, the E36 convertibles. I don't know why. Maybe I want one. I don't know. No room for one. Nice Lexus over there. That looks like the Skyline and the S13 have gone out. So I put big camera away anyway, and yeah, that was the pit walk. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, chaps, the weather didn't end up getting any better, and it's not quite the end of the day, but it's wet, it's cold, and we're going home. So I've had some good times driving both of these cars. I think you know already which one my favourite was. What's better, an S13 with a 1JZ or a Skyline with an RB25? Well, it depends which one has got a welded diff. Right, we've arrived back, chaps. Horrible weather on the way back. Absolutely soaking just getting the car off the trailer. Lovely stuff. Skyline's back, S13's over there. So obviously I wanted to do a little review on this video. I was going to tell you what's better, an RB25 Skyline or a 1JZ S13. Now, I think in this case, quite clearly, the Skyline was the better car. More suited to drifting, eh? Well, an S13 with a 1J would be good at drifting, Dan. Maybe with a locked diff or a proper LSD. It's got the original viscous LSD and it was doing jack shit. I mean, it was working sometimes, but it wasn't very good. And he knows that. He's taking it on board. He's going to get it sorted out. You don't need any help, do you? Whoa. Whoa, you nearly ran him over. Thanks for letting me drive your cars, chaps.
No worries.
Yeah.
At least you did it in the dry anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I was well happy we did it in the dry, so yeah, this car was awesome. Obviously had the expert alignment from yours truly, so it drove like it should, and then obviously 500 wheel horsepower in anything, you know. I mean, that's the most powerful car I've ever driven. So did pretty well, didn't we, straight out of the gate. But from this video, now we're finished. Don't forget, these guys have got their own YouTube channel now, so you can have a look if you want to see some drifty stuff. And yeah, my next video will be something over here. I'm actually meant to be on the Car Throttle podcast tomorrow, believe it or not. I'm going above and beyond the stature of my YouTube name. I don't know, I need to change the name back to Danny DC2 as well, which I will do once YouTube lets me. So that's all from today. Hope you've enjoyed watching. I've certainly enjoyed driving, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Ed.
Bye.